Has it ever struck you that there is something a little bit off about the whole alchemy system on Witcher 3? With that distinct feeling of progression, but lacking in actual alchemy. Like the fact that you make a potion only once, and when you run out of your stock, you just get it for some alcohol from the Holy Spirit. Or while being abundant, herbs become mostly useless after you've brewed a couple of potions and oils. Although a major aspect of the game was streamlined and simplified, it was reasonable from gameplay perspective. Alchemy is easy and convenient, and in such a way that you most surely will have a couple of potions on hand at any given moment. But was it involving or fun? Or did it make at least some sense in terms of lore and how things work in the world of Witcher? I think we all know the answer. And that's where Enhanced Edition mod comes in. The whole system was transformed into something
completely different.
And it bears more resemblance to the alchemy from the first installment rather than to one from vanilla Witcher 3. So let's look at it a little bit closer. The first thing you'll need to brew an elixir is ingredients. If you played the original Witcher before,
Geralt the Witcher, a friend.
You would get used to the changes in no time. Well, because it's basically the same thing, but the interface is a bit more convenient. But for those who are not familiar with the first game, let me unscramble it for you. Whole alchemy system is based on 6 basic substances: ether, hydrogenum, quibrith, ribis, vermilion and vitriol, and 3 supplementary substances: nigrido, albedo and rubido. No need in a fixed set of herbs and monster parts for a consumable. Instead you will need a mixture of basic substances. Every single ingredient is based on one of them, and can be regarded as a low, moderate or rich source of it. This affects how much of your stuff you'll be spending per potion. You can also change ingredients by scrolling through them using the mouse wheel or the arrow keys. And if all the ingredients you use contain the same secondary substance, the potion will have a nice bonus effect. To craft any consumable, you'll need a base. Alcohol for potions, some fat or paste as a base for oils, and powder for bombs. The higher the grade of the consumable, the better base you'll have to use. Moreover, brewing an oil or an elixir requires an empty bottle.
Wow!
That's even more immersive than the fact that you can't even damage these shitheads with quick attacks now, like they haven't been a huge pain in the ass before. And as Geralt of Kleptomania is already used to taking all kinds of unnecessary crap, I advise you to harvest every herb you come across. Firstly, because you might need quite a hefty amount of stuff for brewing, and more importantly, you can use a lot of different ingredients to produce the same consumable. You can collect herbs 2 different ways.
Immersive
way. Or the super cool lit way, by pressing Z near a plant while being on horseback. But if the immersive way is more appealing to you, then you'll spend quite some time doing this. After gathering all the ingredients, you'll need a cozy place by the fire. Even those strange lanterns will do. However, if you've got some timber in your backpack, Geralt does this cool thing. And he calls your horsey a couple of times too, which is crucial because all your ingredients will be stored in that big, beautiful saddlebag. And to make the issue with the carry weight being so little even worse, every consumable and bomb has weight too. And so does every food item. So you'll get overburdened faster than Geralt says the word
shit.
Furthermore, you can cook your own food, so you won't feel like a barbarian while eating that fresh doggy meat. After a first brewing session, you might be left baffled by being able to make an oil more than once, and that will be the first sign of the forthcoming
immersion.
You see, After your stock of precious chicken noodle soup is depleted, it does not simply replenish itself after you had a good night's sleep, so you have to cook it all over again. Therefore, Geralt will be collecting herbs and brewing elixirs to the very end. But you shan't worry that much, because the effects from elixirs and oils are much more long-lasting. In addition, using each of them prompts these cool animations. So don't worry about saving your precious oil, and once in a while,
Give you sort of good old rub. That's it. Nice and hot. Yeah, boy.
And last but not least, to upgrade talents in the alchemy tree, you have to brew, make bombs, brew, and drink what you've brewed. But because Geralt's toxicity tolerance level is not as high as it used to be,
I'm too old for this shit.
please do drink responsibly. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Join my Discord channel if you really want to stay
Tuned here for
new video
sports.
or to write how bad my memes are. A major fedora tip to Reapers for this awesome mod.
So long.